Chancellor, in the budget last year, you raised £40 billion in taxes. You described it as a once-in-a-parliament budget. You promised that you wouldn't come back for more tax increases. You've broken that promise, haven't you? Because you've come back this year for £26 billion in taxes. The tax burden now the highest it's been in modern history. So when you made those promises not to raise taxes again, were you being naive or were you not being honest?
Well, I'm Chancellor in the world as it is, not in the world as I might like it to be. Last year I had to fill a black hole left to me by the previous Conservative government. Everyone knew that the public finances and public services were in a mess, but I don't think anybody fully comprehended the full extent of it until I got into the Treasury and was able to see the books. This year, the OBR have decided to do a review of UK productivity over the last 14 years, and they point to a number of things, including the pandemic and Brexit and, frankly, the chaos of the last few years under the Tories, and they've made their revisions. But I'm going to beat those forecasts. I've beaten them this year. I'll beat them again. But in the meantime, I've got to live within those forecasts, because we saw what happened when the previous government under Liz Truss lost control of the public finances. Interest rates went through the roof, inflation went through the roof, pensions were put in peril, and I'm not going to take those risks with family finances because it caused a huge amount of damage. So I did have to increase taxes yesterday, but I've kept them to an absolute minimum on ordinary working people, freezing those thresholds for an additional 3 years from 2028. I do recognise that will have an impact on working people, but from April next year, everyone is going to get £150 off of their energy bills, alongside the freeze in prescription charges, the freeze in rail fares, the first time that's happened in 30 years, on top of things like rolling out free childcare for parents of preschool children. All of those things will help people with the cost of living. And of course, as well, yesterday I was able to announce a substantial increase in the basic state pension and the new state pension. The new state pension going up by £575 a year from April next year. So more money in people's pockets, whether those are working families or indeed pensioners.